welcome everyone. Hope everyone's having a good day so far, or a night. It's midnight here in Europe. You're watching in Europe. That's so crazy to me. Still, my like boomer brain, which is what a lot of people for some reason say I have. But so cool that someone from Europe can watch me live on the internet, and it's not for anything important either. Like this technology to like bring people together. It's not like saving lives. It's so you can watch this guy on YouTube play a remaster of a PlayStation 2 or an original Xbox game, and that's what really matters. I think entertainment is important. Keeps you somewhat sane. I found a mini water bottle, by the way. It was just out on the street, and I picked it up, and I went, I can't let this go to waste. There's still that crackling problem that people talk about, and I haven't figured out a way to test it or anything, because I guess I'd have to stream to test it. This is a remaster. They were a bit loose on the wording when they first were presenting it, because I think they said remake and or something like that, or an article might have said it. But it is a, because I've played a little myself, of course, just because, but they did a really good job on this remaster, because they added a bunch of shit that kind of makes it a little more. You won't feel the age of the game as much in the gameplay. The visuals still much, especially with the art style they chose, but it does look better. I don't stream too often. I'm trying to stream at least. I'd say I wanna do at least twice a week just to make it a thing. But I definitely want to stream every week. But I'm unfortunately not at that point where I have like set days and set times and all that. I gotta figure stuff out with other things first. That's kind of telling people that, hey, our humor was different back then. Some things could slide. Also, the quality of the voice acting. Not like the voice acting done, but like the audio quality, which you won't even hear because it sounds like shit to you because of my capture card anyways. So is this on Xbox or PC? I think it's on Xbox, PlayStation 4, and PC, so pick your poison. I'm a huge fucking fan of this game. Unfortunately, I fell off when they did the Wii side game thing. As a kid, I loved playing these games. And I really think after the additions they've added and kind of what now with a new mindset, as I'm not a kid anymore from the most part, it's just like I could see it being a very pretty, fun, Ratchet and Clank style game if they made a new one. But I don't know if they're actually going to commit to make a new one. I would love for them to, though. How are you, Ryan? I am good. How are y'all? The same day every day. That's about it. That's like every conversation everyone has. Oh, how was your day? Oh, did some work, tried to keep myself entertained. How about you? Oh, tried to get some stuff done and then kind of got bored, tried to keep myself entertained. Oh, it's the same shit. Also, I'm pretty spirited away, so I'll laugh even more then. 700 viewers. Oh my god, I'm so popular. Yeah, we're at the cool kids table. We all have chocolate milk. We all have not the lunch lady made pizza, but the pizza that comes from slices from the local pizza joints around, We're wearing our Letterman jackets. We're having a good time. When does he say the line? I think I'm going to be violently ill. They eat with their mouths. Ugh. Except swap those two. Then you have it in the right order. Oh yeah, no spoilers. Oops. Why they speak English. I don't know, man. That's crazy. Okay. Look at this. They got the Crypto's model. I know we have a goofy, stupid little fun outfit on right now, but his model they made look great. Hold up. I just want to see the foil. Hold up. See the foliage kind of moving? I can't use anything yet. I'm so proud. Make a new one. I'm so glad they fucking remastered this. Because it is a super dated game. Like I played the original probably like a year ago or some shit like that. And like the gameplay and all, like it's very dated and it still carries that over, but they did add a few they added a good bit in this game to give it some more life.
They eat with their mouths. I think I'm going to be violently ill.
Oh, it's like poetry. Ryan, can you lend me this game? I swear I give it back. One time, I let my friend borrow. This was in elementary school. I let my friend borrow Mario Kart Double Dash. I actually can't remember what game it was. It was a GameCube game. That's all I know or remember. And I knew this kid for like a year or 2 years. Went to the same daycare as him, or after school setup. Knew him from the school. Like had like in between classes we would talk, or at lunch we'd talk. And he just asked if he came over one day, and he asked if he could borrow a game. And so I'm like, yeah, sure, because I'll see you. Next day at school, he's not there. He ended up having. I asked a teacher. He moved like out of state, and so it was so strange to me to like have, like, was that his con? He like. I started talking about whatever game I was playing, and all of a sudden he's like, I'm going to play this one for the long con. I know my dad's business has him moving around a lot. If I play my cards right, I don't have to ask for that game, and I can ask for another game. I get 2 good games. He'll steal one and then ask for another good one for Christmas, so he doesn't have to use the Christmas gift for the game that he would steal from me. I mean, that's just smart. I could see them just remastering all of them. Because who knows if it would be worth it for them to just create a whole different game and put that much effort into it. I mean, they did. You do put effort. I'm not taking away from the effort that's put into remastering a game. But in terms of creating a whole new one to live up on today's technology, yeah, I don't know if it would be worth it. God damn, would I scream from the mountaintops. I just looked it up, to Billy and Zim have the same VA. Yes, and Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy was one of those shows, much like Dexter's Laboratory, where as a kid I loved watching it. Or like even Angry Beavers, where like some episodes would just make me feel bad, because it did have this Tom and Jerry aspect of having the main character go through like pain and not really caring too much. And like sometimes at the end of the episode I'll be like, oh, there's this one specific episode of Angry Beavers that like I was like, oh, if that happened to me, that would be terrifying. And I think I had a nightmare of it. It's at the end of the episode, one of the beavers is strapped down, and the other is like slowly getting closer to his like face and wagging his ass close, like back and forth, and his ass is getting closer to his face. And I think the thing is like, he's gonna fart in his face, and I'm like, ah, he's pinning him down, he's gonna fart in his face. and I got freaked out. But I don't know. That's my fetish. I don't know if that was just a nightmare or if that is from an episode. That is an episode. There's an episode that ends with that. Cow and Chicken is another good show. Johnny Bravo. I mean, you can basically list any show that was airing in any time block on Cartoon Network in that time, or Boomerang, and it's like, yeah, I was watching it. Or Nickelodeon. I mean, the big three for me was Channel 16, 17, and 18. And those for me were 16 Nickelodeon, 17 Cartoon Network, and 18 being Disney. And as I was a kid, I just flipped between those three because they were I just go up two, down two, up one, down one, whatever. And I remember eventually all of a sudden discovering like 57, which was Comedy Central, and 58, which was Sci-Fi, 59, Mad TV, or MTV. Mad TV was the sketch show that didn't do as well. But it's where Key and Peele got their first visual start together, I think. Or I think they knew each other for a long time, but that's kind of where they got kind of paired up more. Are you going to play through the whole game? I just threw up in my mouth. Not because of the question, but because I just threw up in my mouth. They having sex. The game will make me laugh when I should, and then sometimes when I shouldn't. Look at this dude. He looks like the mayor from Whoville a little bit. He just needs a smaller nose.
Where am I? This sure doesn't look like the pie eating contest.
Just the dialogue is so memorable. This doesn't look like the pie eating contest.
It's probing time.
Oh yeah, right there. That's the spot.
But just in case you guys are like, whoa, not cool. Furons do not have genitalia. In fact, like male genitalia. What is it? They were, I think they were fucked by a bunch of people like in the Navy back in the day. Because a bunch of people in the Navy were like, ooh, I'm going to fuck me an alien. And they did. And then Furon DNA is in a bunch of people. Or something like that. That's the lore. It's like the smoke in Hercules. Or it's not, but like, that's kind of the feeling I get. It's like seeing the smooth plume of smoke. Seeing the Hercules smoke always makes me go, yes! I love, yeah, I have a lot of nostalgia for Hercules. I'd say I love it. It's got Danny DeVito. What's not to love? Is that a cop pointing a gun at a man in despair in the middle of a burnt down tent? Makes sense. Ryan, are you a fan of the sort of 50s, 60s sci-fi visuals in this game and other games? In this one particularly, they go above and beyond to present that art style through its character, like through the assets. I mean, Crypto just looks like Crypto, but in terms of the humans, their designs have shifted drastically. But on one hand, it sets it up. I think it sets this game apart in terms of like of just having ugly ass characters. Like other games will have this design, but this one really committed to just making these people look like monsters. Like, who is the alien? They did such a good job on my boy, though. Look at him, and it's just so fluid to fly around. It feels nice, and especially when I get to do that other thing, the skate, when I get to skate around, and then you can use your weapons while you're skating around. More brains. See, I predicted it. It's like I've played this game before. Space Invaders! I know that this is not the time that people want to be hearing me talk about stupid things, but we have a real menace on our hands. There we go. Look at me. I'm a cop. Boo! Boo! Oh, boo! That's. I envision it. Boo! Cringe. It sounds like the same voice actor of Goofy. Like, I swear to God, one of the voice actors does Goofy in something else. I bet. He's had to have done... There's, like, sometimes when you throw a guy and you hear him go, yo! You're just like, come on. He's had to have voiced Goofy in some minor project before. Even if it's a fan film. Lieutenant Dan. That mayor looks like a cartoon character. Anyone else watch the new Invader? Okay, so Goofy asks, anyone else watch the new Invader Zim movie? I did, and I hope a lot of other people have, because I thought it was super fun and I enjoyed it. Anytime I can hear the beautiful voice, the voice acting talents, I rush. And Invader Zim is one of those shows where the voice acting is so good. When I was watching it, though, I'm like, oh, yeah. It's like I would have liked it more as a kid, but it's not because... It's just because nostalgia is a hell of a fucking drug. I keep hiccuping and then having just... It's probably, honestly, this is not even a joke. This isn't like a, haha, Ryan, do disgusting thing, bad health. But it does play into it. So... Last night, a lot of y'all know, I don't know if any of you live in LA, but last night there was, I'll just go to game chat. Last night there was an earthquake. It was like at 4-something a.m. I was awake when it happened. I was just laying in bed. I was actually listening to like a podcast and like dozing off, and all of a sudden it was a very like quick and sudden shake. It was a 4-point-something or whatever, but it was a big one. Didn't last long, thankfully, at least for me. But Lego kind of was confused. I could hear him pacing, being like, "What's going on?" I heard him move blinds out of the way to look out the window. I can always hear like the ch of the blinds. So he's like looking, "What's going on?" I heard other dogs barking around the area. But that prompted me to be like, "Fuck, I'm now awake," and I proceeded to heat up myself a big bowl of SpaghettiOs with meatballs, and filled my tummy up, and then got some nice rest. And that's how I handled the earthquake of 4-something a.m. I decided to get up, be like, fuck it, I'm awake now. I'm going to make myself a big bowl of 4 a.m. SpaghettiOs with meatballs, and it's going to be a good time. And it was. But now, back to the game. Ah! Ah! Ooh!
Unfortunately,
Ah!
you've awakened the local constabulary.
Oh!
Be on your guard.
Just video game hit sounds, death sounds. They're great. I keep leaning out of frame because I get comfortable. I like the thumbnails for the mission. It feels very much that time. Yes, I think they did. Like the colors and everything. I will always rave about color because it adds so much. And like, think of a dull Ratchet and Clank or a more like, well, the point of Infamous in certain parts was that it was dull, but they use it stylistically. Just color is used so well in this remaster in terms of the starting loading screens and even the effects in the world, which is something that you could only kind of like see. As a kid it was cool and bright and colorful, but for the remaster it's like, hey, let's make it look all pretty and shiny. Oh, they're shooting me. I only have one more. Chill out, bros. Chill out, bros. You know what I'm saying? It's PewDiePie. When you're getting that good, you know what I'm saying? Laughing like a little baby child, because that's what I am. Welvin didn't die. No way. You're lying. How dare you? How dare you say something like that? No, did he really? Hold up. What? No, you're gonna be like, God, he went now that I'm typing it in. He didn't die. No, Welvin is not dead. I'm like, yeah, there it is. God, there it is. Oh, it's beautiful. Why would I look that shit up? Because in my heart, I was like, I knew it was possible because this year's been such shit. Is this Paul the movie with Seth Rogen? And I was so excited for that movie because it had the duo, you know, Nick Frost and Simon Pegg. And it's fine. It's like good for like a popcorn watch. But it's definitely not up to their other kind of duo comedy antics. They set a high bar with Edgar Wright, so like it's tough to. I don't know. There's such a difference in humor between Paul and the other stuff that they were. They essentially kind of act in the same way, much like Key and Peele switch around the straight man and all that. So they definitely have role reversals, and I think the biggest one where I was like, oh shit, they're actually doing something like super different was the having Nick Frost be the responsible one in what is it, End of the World, Journey to the not Journey, the End of the World, what is that movie called? The World's End. Yeah. World's End. I rewatch that movie probably once every 2 to 3 years, I'd say, because it still makes me laugh. Like all of Edgar Wright's stuff, whether you think World's End is his weakest or not, it still is a good comedy, and it's still fun to watch. And I just try to picture someone going into that movie without reading the synopsis or seeing the trailer, because it really is such a drastic switch in tone. And you know, like Edgar Wright, there's always like little nods when you pay attention on rewatches and stuff. Oh, Edgar Wright was supposed to direct Me and My Shadow, which was an animation, so I'm sad about that. I'd love to. Oh, imagine an Edgar Wright directed animated film. His style would complement animation so fucking much. He might already. I don't know if he's ever like co-directed or been a part of something to do with animation, but he understand. The weird thing is that he can bring that art style to live action and not have it feel hokey. I guess the main one to point out, I mean, he uses a lot of fast-paced editing in most of his films, but of course the one that everybody kind of goes to in terms of the comic book style is Scott Pilgrim. Beautifully done there. And it's like, could you only imagine, given the freedom, because I think live action, just animation gives you so much more freedom, just given the freedom of animation, what he could do. I think my least favorite Edgar Wright movie I've seen is Baby Driver. That's probably, it doesn't mean I hate it. I just out of all of them, if someone's like, let's watch an Edgar Wright movie, that would probably be the last one I'd want to watch. I knew this kid named, it was in middle school. I'm not going to give his full name. It was Derek something. And his thing would be to wear a fake, you know those like hillbilly teeth he would just wear that all the time. He'd get in trouble for it, like with teachers. But he would, just because we were all kids and stupid and would laugh at it. Why not? But he would all. I just remember him mostly as just kind of being not an asshole, just very abrasive. But he did have those teeth a lot. Not the real teeth. Why am I holobobbed? Forget me! Which ending did you choose in Tsushima? I chose to... Spoiler alert for Ghost of Tsushima. Go ah la 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 for 5 seconds. I'm about to just say it real quick, and I'm not gonna go any further. But just someone asked the question. Okay, I'm gonna count down to when I spoil it. Then you can go, or like mute me, which would probably be the smarter thing to do, because doing this over your headphones, you'd only hear me greater. So you should probably. Okay, 3, 2, 1. I spared the uncle because I wanted to, and it was a great ending, and I loved how I ended it. Boom! I'm done. We're good. No more spoilers, I guess. Okay, that's it. I think I gave a fair warning, and I gave a countdown. I feel comfortable with that spoiler warning. Ryan, what's some good movies? I haven't seen a movie for like a long ass time, unfortunately. I should watch a movie tonight. I know at every stream I'm like, tonight's gonna be the night I sit down, relax, and just watch a movie. But I never end up doing it. I started watching Moana again just because I like how the water's calming, and it's just kind of like a chill movie to like be watching when you're like eating something. So that's the movie that like, but I didn't finish it. I just put it on. I should watch Seven Samurai. I started watching the Jeffrey Epstein documentary, but like I had I ordered wings, and so I was eating wings and I was watching it, and then I just didn't feel like eating, and so I had to change it to something else so I could eat. And then oh god, like I'm just, oh come on, this is crass. And then switching to fucking Winnie the Pooh, wherever the fuck I'm gonna watch. Ryan, do you have a favorite anime? Yeah, but like I feel like I don't watch much, or I haven't seen much anime, so it's kind of just an automatic win. But I haven't seen Brotherhood. Oh, sorry, Full Metal Jacket Alchemist. Ryan, have you heard of Naruto? It's like, I have heard of it. I was never a big kind of Dragon Ball Z fan growing up, or like other popular kind of popularized or just popular in America, just because it was like Cartoon Network and shit. But I just didn't watch it that much. Like I would never choose to watch it.
I want to be a cowboy, but who would be my cowgirl?
Listen to that.
I'm on it.
This voice actor in a fan film or something has voiced Goofy. No one can tell me otherwise. He's just too perfect. I mean, it's all from the original game. It just sounds too much like Goofy, man. Is it? Wait, okay, I know I said this earlier, but I never got an exact... Whatever, wait, is it? I don't have a phone to look it up. Hold up. Let me pause this, because I don't want to... I'm looking them up. Hold up. No, hold up. It auto-completed. Bill Farmer. He won the holy shit! Yep. Destroy All Humans, the narrator, and Rural Males. So, yep. And he's also in Path of the Furon as Deep Naval and Leg Tailman. And then in Big Willie Unleashed as Colonel Cluckin. Oh. Holy fuck. Okay, I was mentioning it earlier and then I just never looked it up. That just makes me so happy and excited. Because he just did Goofy's voice. So it's just Goofy's voice. There's so much of, like, it's just so unfair how many different levels of nostalgia this fucking playing this game, like, remastered or remade or whatever definition you want to use. There's a glow about me right now. Now that I hear it, I'm like, that's 100% Bill Farmer. Every rural male. So wait, what am I doing? Protecting? Oh wait. Any updates on adding another animal to the Magee homestead? No updates yet. I kind of want to get like back into normalcy a little bit before I do that. That doesn't mean like I want to wait for this whole quarantine shit to end, but I want to get back on kind of a more ritualistic type of setup for my work week and weekend and stuff. I want to have that set before I bring any more lives that I have to take care of back into the house. Ross got a gifted sub. Nice. Are people worth money? I guess so. It says destroy the assets. I was just making sure that their lives were assets. Or their lives are nothing but assets to the government. And that's just smart, sad commentary this game was able to provide in a time where Conker's Bad Fur Day couldn't. What was your thoughts on Miles Morales Spider-Man game? I'm so excited. I just want more Spider-Man. And they set him up well. So super hyped for that. I'm still like confused on what, I guess it's not, I know the debate's like, is it a full game, is it not? I guess it's like what Uncharted Legacy was, or maybe what I don't want to say it's what The Last of Us, what was that DLC in the first one? Because I feel like it's bigger than that. I don't know. Because I think someone in marketing said something and now everyone's confused, including me. I feel like it's a full game in its own right. Kind of like Undead Nightmare was with Red Dead Redemption. Undead Nightmare was such a huge DLC. Or what we said was DLC. Do you use? I'm trying to get one so I can start streaming more. This is a Shure SM7B. It's what we use for the podcast, for the Super Mega Cast. Yeah. I love this skate mechanic. It just opens up so much. Make a new game, you fucks. Why'd you call us fucks? We literally made a really good remake / remastered of the first game. So like we added stuff to kind of just make it like for newcomers and people who've played it before. I mean, but yeah, sure, we'll make another game. Jackass. Is this all this stream is gonna be? Is him begging for another game? Yeah, pretty much. For those even curious about this game, if it looks like something you'd want to try, I'd suggest give it a shot. It's a childhood game I have so much nostalgia for, and I still have fun playing it, obviously, to this day. Especially since they made such a good remake, remaster. I'm using both terms, so both people can be happy. Who do you think the villain will be in the Miles Spider-Man game? Probably like the Hamburglar or some shit. Y'all, the first thing y'all have to do after I end my stream is go watch Willy Bum Bum on YouTube. We're about to end the stream, but thank you for all of those who came to the stream. I had fun. Apologies for the audio errors. I will try to figure something out about it, but who knows? Thanks for spending your time watching me. You probably could have been doing something else, but you tuned in, and I appreciate that. So thank you, and I hope you all have a good rest of your days. Here we go. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. I hope y'all enjoyed yourself. Shit.